Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. It is time to have a look at my updated version of my wildcard team. As you know, I posted a video on a Sunday afternoon and was talking about my results for game week 8 and just showing you guys how my team is looking like after pressing the wildcard button. Now, I always say if you got around 4 to 5 players that you want to get rid of, or if you want to go for a completely different strategy, and the wildcard chip is actually a very powerful tool. It can completely change your season around. Now for me, I said at the beginning of the season that I want to try and hold on my wildcard and maybe use it after game week 8. Right now I'm kind of running out of players. I need to get a decent bench as well for the long term so I can start banking those transfers and try my best not to take additional hits. So I'm actually happy that I wildcarded because there is a lot of players that I actually want in my team. I need to start getting the values as well. I need to get my team value up a little bit. And I think using it now is a perfect time. For me, it's a perfect time. So have a look at your team. If your team needs work, if your team needs to be changed, then go ahead. Everyone's team is different. Just because I'm doing it, you don't have to do it. Because I could be wrong, and anything can. You guys have seen anything can happen in football. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this video is go through each of my players, talk about why I added them into my team, and then go for a few strategies. I haven't really nailed on a perfect strategy right now. I think what I'm going to do is wait until this international break is over, then I'll set something for the long term. Okay, and I just want to say, thank you so much. The positivity, the comments, the suggestions of players and stuff like that on my previous video was fantastic. That's going to help not just me, but a lot of people. So thank you so much. So here we go. This is my latest wildcard team. And you know what, guys? I'm around 90% settled. I'm actually really happy with this team. There's just a few places that I could switch around. There's a few players that are on my list that you guys have mentioned, like Jamie Vardy, that I am thinking about. So they're on the list. There's a couple of people that I'm going to be mentioning in a sec, but I absolutely love this team. So I hope this looks good. I took on your suggestions as well, and yeah, I'm pretty much settled. I just need to do 1 or 2 changes. Obviously, in the international break, I need to watch out for any injuries. If there is any injuries, then yes, I have to make some adjustments on that. So I'm going to go through my team and then show you guys what kind of strategies I'm going for, what kind of like formations and things like that. And yeah, let's go on with it. So here we go. I'm still with Ryan and Button here. I haven't really changed the goalkeepers around. I think he is a fantastic option, guys. And Brighton's playing really well. The next 3 fixtures for Brighton: Aston Villa away, Everton at home, Norwich at home. These fixtures are very good. Yes, it becomes a little bit difficult here, so maybe if I have another goalkeeper that is 4.5, I can rotate them around. I'm not really too sure about that because he can still get a lot of save points. And as you can see, there's another bunch of fixtures here that are very good. So I'm just going to stick with my goalkeepers. Okay, so as for the defenders, I got Rico, I got Kelly, I got Lundstrom. Now these are going to be on my bench. And of course, I'll be playing one of them depending on which one has the best fixture. And as you can see, I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold and I've got Sionchu. So these are pretty much my premium defenders that I'm not going to be switching around with. And yeah, so like with Kelly, Rico and Lundstrom, if I find out that they got really good fixture the next game, then I will play that person and bench the other 2. So that's my thinking. Now, if I go with this defensive strategy, then I can play Rico here and bench the other 2 cheap players and play him against Norwich at home. Then I could play Lundstrom here in game week 10 against West Ham away. I can continue to play Lundstrom and bench the other 2. So those are the strategies that I'm thinking about for my backline. I think it would be quite cool to kind of switch players around. They're very cheap players as well. Of course, I don't think they're going to play in their starting 11 all the time. They might be rotated, and then I have to adjust that once that time comes along. As for the midfielders, I've got John McGinn, Maddison, Mane, Kevin De Bruyne and Mason Mount. So I'm going to go through some of their fixtures and talk about what kind of strategies I got for my midfielders going forward. So Mason Mount, 4 goals, 1 assist, a fantastic cheap midfielder that is going to go up in price all the time if he continues the way he is. Great fixtures for Chelsea. Having 1 Chelsea player is a must. Having 2 is really up to you. If you got some space in your team, then go ahead. I don't know about their defense, but the attack are very, very good. Now, as you can see, I've got Kevin De Bruyne. Yes, I removed him. I took a risk. Well, when I say risk, this was a fantastic risk. I removed him for Sterling, and Sterling did not perform for me. So these things can happen, but Kevin De Bruyne, I think he is going to be a consistent player. If he doesn't, get himself injured, look at that. 2 goals, 9 assists. Now, if he is not ready for this Crystal Palace game, then he should be ready for this Aston Villa and Southampton game. And I want him in my team. So for that reason, if he is not ready for game week 9, then I can bench him and play John McGinn, which has a very good fixture against Brighton. I'm just hoping that, I don't know, he scores or there's a clean sheet. So there's a difficult fixture run up though. But I think that if John McGinn gets some kind of returns in the next 2 or in the next game, then his price is going to shoot up. Then I'm going to get a lot of value from him. Then maybe later on I could remove him, because these fixtures are actually quite difficult here. So this is my thoughts. Hopefully he doesn't play defensively like the last game. So we'll see. I'll see how it kind of develops. But he's pretty much one of the best cheap options right now. Maddison is pretty much covering Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy, yes, I want him in my team. Don't get me wrong. But then I think with I think I can cover. I already have 2 Leicester players. I've got Sionchu and I've got Maddison. I don't think I need to get Jamie Vardy. That's just my opinion. I can get Jamie Vardy, but then I have to remove maybe Callum Wilson or Aubameyang. I think Callum Wilson is just on a roll, and I can see him scoring a lot of goals. Aubameyang, we know what he can do. Yes, he blanked last game, but he should do well. That's my kind of feeling. I think I got some kind of cover, so I think I'm fine going out with Jamie Vardy. Mane, it's really up to you. If you want to go for Salah, go for him. If you want to go for Mane, go for it. It doesn't really matter. For me, it doesn't matter. I'm going for Mane because he's just giving me a little bit more money. That is it. I don't want to talk about who's the best because they're both good. And yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. Hopefully, he's fit and ready. And as for my strikers, I'm not going to switch them around. I'm not really thinking to switch them around because these fixtures are fantastic for Tammy Abraham. Callum Wilson, I had Josh King, so I could still have him in my team and use that money, kind of upgrade someone else if I wanted to. But he is pretty much the main guy up front, and everyone's targeting him. Joshua King is on the side, like he's on the wings, so he's not further up than him, and I'd rather have a player that is really up there. So he's in my team, and as you can see, these fixtures, the next 2 is good. Even this Manchester United game is good. Newcastle, very good for the next couple of game weeks at least. And Aubameyang. This is probably my first time. I can't remember the last time I owned an Arsenal player. And I cannot wait. I want to see how it feels. And Aubameyang. Captain options. Crystal Palace, Wolves, yes. Even the next game, yes. So many captain options there. In this team, I've got so many captain choices. It's going to be difficult to pinpoint which one is going to get the most points. But you know what? That's a fantastic position to be in. So those are my players. Those are my strategies. Those are the thoughts that I'm going with. I mean, you let me know what you think. You let me know if I'm missing out a player. What do you rate this wild card? Do you rate it 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 1 out of 10? to be honest with you, I think this is a fantastic team. If you want to copy it, then go ahead. If you want to like switch one or two players from here, then go ahead. I don't know what's going to happen in game week 9. This team could completely flop, but I think going forward, the way it's going in the Premier League, these are some of the players that we need to have. Oh, I feel good. It looks good, but there is a problem. Just like last time, when I said it was a small problem, but it was a big problem. Are you ready? 0.1. If Kevin De Bruyne goes down to 9.9, then I can get this team. Please remove Kevin De Bruyne so I can get him in, and I'll be ready. I'll be ready. And to be honest with you, I could just, I don't know, I could just get someone else in. I don't need to go for Leicester. I can go for another 4.5 defender, to be honest with you. I can do that. But, like, I don't know, I can go for Dunk. I could actually do that. But let's just say Aston Villa's no good. I'm just picking out some player. I'm just going to put Dunk here. And I could do that. I could just put in another 4.6 and below play if I wanted to. But I really want that Leicester player. And yeah, just need a 0.1. And then I'll make this move. Okay? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this has helped. Use this as some kind of template. I think this is pretty much it. This is pretty much what I'm going to go with. I'm not going to switch my players around like all over the place and lose a lot of value or anything like that. This is pretty much, yeah, like I said, 90%. There's a few players that I could switch around depending on what happens in the international break as well. There might be some injuries. Anyways, guys, I need to stop talking. Hope you guys enjoy it. I hope this has entertained you in the international break. Smash that like button. If you do, then I'll create another video as soon as possible. And that is about it, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.